Good day, guys. Thanks for visiting Richard's Corner. My name is Richard, and this is another haul reveal video from my friends over at the Value Village. I've got a few packages for you to see today that I'm going to be revealing with some very interesting contents inside. Very excited about this big one here, but we are going to start with the Tarzan on the far right side here. So this first guy here, it was very recognizable to me when I found it on the rack at Value Village here. Tarzan from the 1999 movie. I can't believe that this movie is that old. Tarzan was released by Disney as a redesigned character from the, modernizing him and giving him a lot of slick moves on the trees and stuff like that. This is a 6.5-inch figure released by Mattel, and it's just really, really nice. I love the lines on him. He looks very much like the cartoon. This one is actually meant to be riding a skateboard of sorts, which really didn't happen in the movie, but he did travel across the treetops, across the branches with his calloused feet, sliding across all of the branches. So I love the body paint on him. I love the blowing hair, even though it's a static figure. He is fairly posable with joints in his elbow here and his shoulder, his knees and feet. So a fairly good articulated figure, and only a couple dollars. So as a solo figure inside a package. So I was very, very pleased to find that. He's a little bit loose, so it is a bit hard to stand him up, but as you can see, he does display really super well. Now, in a previous reveal, I actually found some Brave and the Bold figures from the Batman series, and Brave and the Bold is just one of many cartoons that, pardon me, that have been released about the Batman. It's more of a hero-based movie versus the dark side of Batman, and the Brave and the Bold is a little bit more stylized and really just sort of gives it a really cool animated look. So in this package, I actually found two Brave and the Bold figures. They're both released from 1999. They're 5-inch figures, and very exciting to find them when I saw what they might be worth on eBay here. So this is not a Brave and the Bold figure, but I'll explain what that is. You'll be actually quite amused by that. This Joker is from 2009. It is called Total Armor Joker. So he's got this really weird accessory on the back here. But just look at this figure, like just a menacing, very evil looking Joker. Just that sinister smile. Look at that. I love the red suit. It's just an amazing color scheme for Joker. Love the clashing orange and purple here. His nice black shoes. Really cool stylized figure. Now on eBay, I actually found this on ebay.ca, and in package, someone was asking $25 Canadian before shipping. I was like, really? That's crazy. I did find a couple listings for this figure that were asking about $7 or $8 as a starting bid. But yeah, actually quite a sought after figure. Considering that I got these three figures in a $2.99 package, that is an amazing deal. You know, I don't try to resell these or mark them up and try to make profit from my collecting, but I just love knowing that, oh, if I had gone out online or otherwise to find a figure like this, like, oh my goodness, I'm so fortunate to find this, because I don't really want to spend $10 for one figure. $3 for three figures is just way up my alley. I love that. But I mean, to know that this was actually fairly sought after online is actually very cool for me. So along the same vein, another Brave and the Bold figure here, Plastic Man, the comical stretchy guy, similar to Mr. Fantastic in the Marvel Universe. Plastic Man is from the DC Universe. Again, love the slightly exaggerated proportions. Even these bolts, it just, it's okay that it has these... It obviously lends itself to adding accessories to these figures. The paint job's a little bit rough on this one. He's got a little bit of scuffing in his hair there, and he's actually a little bit more serious than he usually is. He's usually the wisecracker. But another 5-inch figure. I found a few listings for this guy, not quite as sought after as Joker, but still an $8 figure. Yeah, I love the way it looks. I love the paint scheme on him. I love the proportions. I love the lines, minimalistic yet detailed enough. A very recognizable figure and very cool find within that one bundle. Now this guy, I actually found very amusing. I love this figure. Batman on one of his many, gadgets. Obviously, he's on his Batmobile, Bat cycle here. But I couldn't find a listing for it in the toy section. This is actually a cake topper, and believe it or not, there's a little base, like sort of like a cave that he's coming out of. So you put the cave at the corner of the cake, and this sort of fits in, just coming out of the cave, and it's quite a dramatic topper. Actually, if I pan my camera up to my computer here, you can see an example of it. So yeah, it's a cake topper. So I'm pretty pleased to find something like that, because you don't look for toys or collectibles, or what I consider collectible, in a bakery aisle. But that's what this is. It's a cake topper. But look at the design on it. Like, it's fairly well detailed. It's static. You can't. Oh, you can. I guess you could remove him, but I mean, I don't think there's a point to, because he's molded into this riding stance. He's got a nice dramatic wave to his cape there. The wheels still run. It stands really. Sorry, it does stand really well as a figure by itself. So it's not something I would normally look for at a retail store, but I mean, like, for a cake topper, I mean, that's an awesome toy. It would make a cake really dramatic, and it's really, really, really nicely sculpted. That's an awesome figure. So to think that I got these three figures here, the Joker, the Plastic Man, and the Batman in one package that was priced at $2.99. I mean, I came out way ahead. These are going to be awesome additions to my collection. So the last ones I have here, this package is actually quite full. Some of it's got a lot of stuff that I'm probably going to donate back. But if I empty this out and speed through some of the unwrapping here, I will get to what I was very excited about here. So let's just unwrap it. So as you can see, some very, very cool items. I'm going to start from the front to the back, because Chewbacca is the one that I'm most excited about. So if I go to these front guys, you know what? I think these are just sort of miscellaneouses. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep these little orange guys. Kind of cute, but nothing that really stands out as a pop culture item, or a Marvel or DC hero, or anything that I can relate to. So probably something I'm going to set aside. Same thing with the frog. He's cute. I might keep him just because he's cute, but it's not really something that I would normally seek out. Now these guys are actually kind of cool. I don't know who they are. They are marked Gyochi. I'm not sure. Okay, so they're some sort of minifigure. They're molded. They are not posable, as far as, you know, they're meant to be displayed here. So not a bad figure. Like, they're very vibrant. Very, very red. And they look like mighty monsters of some sort. Like, it's kind of weird. They're all different. So it would imply that they're kind of all like linked together as far as a series. This translucent one is really cool. But it has the same markings on the bottom here. If you happen to know what this series of monster is, please let me know. I would love to learn more about it. Actually, now that I'm looking at this translucent one and this one with the black markings, they're the same, but this is obviously a chase version of the other one, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, if you happen to know what these little figures are, please leave a comment below, because the more I collect, the more I learn, and the more knowledgeable I am. I want to inform you guys as, you know, the kind of significance of some of these figures, and I love to grow our collectors community here. So please leave a comment if you happen to know. Going to the back here, we have this awesome gorilla figure. Now, I haven't placed this guy. He doesn't have any immediate markings as far as a year or release date. It almost looks like a battle of, like, sort of Battle of the Apes or War or Planet of the Apes kind of figure. Is this recognizable to you? If it is, please leave a comment. I'm definitely keeping this guy. He just has a really cool amount of detail as far as the molded hair and stuff like that. Oh, wait a minute, there's a date on here. It looks like it's from, sorry, I'm trying to focus here. Ooh, DC Comics. McDonald's toy. Okay. All right. I wonder if it's Gorilla Grodd, like a Batman toy. So it's probably a Happy Meal toy. That's actually pretty cool. I love that. That's neat. So quite a nice find there. Probably not only worth a couple dollars, if anything, but I mean, nice figure. This guy suspiciously looks a lot like Splinter, or at least a version of him. Or maybe it's just a wrap. But like I think it is Splinter because he's got the wraps around his ankles as old Master Splinter used to. I think that he's supposed to have a cane, but he doesn't. So I think that is Master Splinter from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles saga. So kind of neat. He looks a little empty. Maybe he's missing a cloak. Maybe he's missing his cape or something. He's definitely missing his cane. The only reason I would sort of recognize him is from the wraps around both his tail and his ankles there. But yeah, I definitely still a keeper for me. Just wish he had a little bit more to him that would make him more recognizable as Master Splinter. So these two guys, I actually mistook them as being Mega Bloks characters because I found a Michelangelo in one of my reveals. After a little bit more research, I found more of these little mini mutant guys, and they are called mini mutants. They're actually from 2007, and they are a minifigure. They come in two packs, not in blind bags. But some of these figures on eBay, they actually go for like $5 each. It's like, what? These ones don't have any accessories, so that probably devalues them if you are worried about value at all. But yeah, even if I wanted to get these like used, they would be like $5 a piece, and I got this whole package for like $2.99. So like I'm really pleased to find these guys. So I have two Donatellos here, both distinguishable with the purple outfit here. The purple mask, pardon me. But I love the way that they're stylized. I love the motion in the mask there. Isn't that cool? Like, so their bandana mask is really like in motion. So he is missing his bow, like his staff, sorry, and it's too bad. But I think just as a figure by themselves, really super cool. Love the detail, love the lines on him. In the light here especially, you can sort of see just how wonderfully detailed they are. Nice little texture on the shell here, all the wraps and all of the ties around their knees and joints, very cool. Not overly articulated, just in their shoulders and in their waist here, but still really cool. Now this dragon, I'm not sure who it is. It doesn't have any distinguishable marks. It's got an unusual marble here, which is kind of neat. I love dragons. I want to keep this, but I can't identify it. If you happen to know which series of toy this happens to be, please let me know. It looks like it had more to him, maybe wings, maybe a saddle for a rider of some sort. It stands really well, like on its four legs. I mean, it's still as a display, it looks pretty cool. But yeah, I'm not sure who it is. If you happen to know who the dragon is, please let me know. But the big chase figure for me in this whole run is this little guy. Now, it's very unassuming in a package to see a little tiny bobblehead style Chewbacca. Like, that's adorable. You can tell by the bobblehead with the spring inside the head there. Nicely detailed. Obviously, the disproportional head compared to the body. Very nice find. So what I always do whenever I find like something that resembles a Funko Pop is to go online onto the Pop Price Guide, poppriceguide.com, to see if it's actually something that I should be excited about seeing it. And I couldn't believe that this little 3-inch mini, if I pan over to my website here, estimated value based on sales, $26. Really? For this little guy? It doesn't come in a blind bag. It's in a box with a little window so you know what you're buying. I don't know how much they cost in stores, because actually this is honestly the first time I'd ever seen it. So according to the bottom here, it's a 2010 figure, so it's 7 years old. Now, I only got into Funkos, seriously in the last 6 months, and then I tried to get out of it because I just couldn't keep up with them. But I mean, I've always been fascinated by these you know, slightly disproportionate figures, and it's Star Wars. I mean, I can't go wrong with that. Chewbacca's awesome, but this little figure, I can't believe if I wanted to buy this by itself at this point, 7 years later, this is a $26 figure. It's like, really? Wow. So very fortunate finds at the at the Value Village today, and really, really awesome keepers all around. So this is Richard from Richard's Corner signing off for this haul reveal video today. Really, really super pleased with some of the finds that I had today. Really fortunate to find some of them at so below the cost. I mean, like, really, like paying $10 or $20 for some figures. Yeah, I can totally understand and appreciate their value and their pop culture value. But in reality, I mean, like, if you can get some of these things for just a few dollars a piece, that is just the most ideal thing. And that's what thrifty collecting is all about. You never really know what you find, but when you find and you just sort of educate yourself a little bit, you can walk away ahead and really, really take in some cool figures at way below the cost. So again, this is Richard from Richard's Corner signing out. I wish you happy hunting, happy collecting, and hoping all of your finds are equally awesome. I will see you next time.